Good morning, friends. So today is one of those days that we're just setting up the camera and bringing you along for the task throughout the day. This was supposed to be another Christmas video. However, we ended up losing Dixie, Wendy's rabbit, the day of this. The night before, I went out to do nighttime chores and noticed that she was off. She just didn't seem right. And I came in and I told Wendy that I thought that she was sick and that there was a possibility. I thought that she would not make it. I never withhold stuff. I don't want my kids to be surprised by anything. They knew going into this that, that stuff like this would happen, but I like to tell them as soon as I know something or whatever, because I don't think it can prepare you, but it prepares you more than it would if you just went out there and something had happened. And so I did tell her that, there was something going on with Dixie. I wasn't sure if she was going to make it. The next morning, I got up and went out there, and she had passed away. She was still warm when I went out and found her, so she hadn't been gone long. But yeah, needless to say, any excitement over decorating for Christmas and whatnot, it wasn't here this day. But being a mom, being a homemaker, most definitely being a mom, that part of it, you just have to just push through and continue on, because when you're still here, life goes on. So I just went ahead and I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just record, because I need to get a lot of stuff done around the house anyways. So that's what we're doing here. And I figured we would share that, because if anything, it's a reminder that, it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Not that anybody ever said it was, when you have a lot of animals, a homestead, anything of the sort. So that's what we're going to share today, is just me going on about my day, getting everything done that I needed to get done this day. Anyways, so that's what we're going to share. I hope that you enjoy it. Hope I can inspire you, motivate you, encourage you in some way, one way or another, whether you get up and get something done with me, or you just sit back and relax and watch as I get stuff done. At this point, I hadn't got to tell Wendy yet, because she was still asleep. I was super, well, actually, this is when I had went in just not long before this and had talked to her. But I was just being well aware of when she woke up, because I didn't want her to go out and find Dixie. I hadn't got to bury her, put her in her final resting place yet, and I didn't want her to have to go out and find her. So I wanted to make sure that I told her when she first got up that, so that she could go out there if she wanted to, or she didn't have to if she didn't want to. I don't force my children to see things like that. I have some history with that when I was younger, and I don't think it did me any good. And so I'm not going to force that on my kids. But, yeah, going into homesteading, or just having any pets, because we view our livestock as just our pets. But going into it, that there's going to be loss, and there's going to be hard times, and there'll be sadness. And it's not something you can prepare yourself for, or anything that sort of that sort. You just gotta know that it will be inevitable. It's just part of the circle of life. And our motto around here has always been that we just do whatever we can, and in the end, if the outcome results in a loss, that way that we know that we have tried our hardest to make sure everything had a positive outcome. But with everything in life, there's not always a definite positive outcome. Sometimes you can try as hard as you want to, and hope and pray as hard as you want to, and things just don't work out the way that you wish they did. But you just have to remember that beyond the challenges and heartbreak are the moments that make it worth it. When things are good, and thankfully by the grace of God around here, they typically are. We've only had a few fatalities and few super worrisome moments, some worse than others. But when they are good, they are amazing. And getting to enjoy the goats and getting fresh eggs from the chickens that are just right in our back or side yard, in the mornings of when I first would go out there, having the honor of listening to Dixie. She would go over and rattle her bow around to let me know when it was empty. It made it worth it. And you just have to look past the fog and the hardships of it, because the good definitely outweighs the bad. The bad is hard. And it's hard because your heart is in it. And mine especially, that's just the kind of person I am. I always joke that I can't make eye contact with something because I fall in love with it. And that's definitely the truth for me, with animals especially. They depend on us to take care of them, and I don't take that mildly once something is mine, and if it lives here, it belongs here, and I'm going to do everything I can to take care of it and make sure that it has a happy, healthy life. So I don't take that lightly. So when things don't work out that way, I always carry a little bit of guilt along with that, and when it's bad, it's bad, the saying. But I like to think that while she was here, while any animal that we own was here, that they lived a life that they enjoyed, and they didn't know nothing but love and happiness, and they had it good while they could have it. So yeah, I just thought I would share. I wasn't really in the mood to talk this day, but I still had to get stuff done because, like I said, it goes on. I don't hide my emotions and my feelings from my kids because that's not healthy either. But I do try to shield them and protect them because I feel deeply. And I also know that sometimes they can feel deeply. Lily especially, she's very much like I was when I was little. Like, she picks up other people's emotions and feelings. And I am not a person that likes to inconvenience people. I don't like for people to carry my feelings. I don't like for people to feel sorry for me or carry, whatever. And that obviously goes over into my children like tenfold because, as a mother, you want to protect them from everything, physical, mental, everything. So yeah, it's not a fun season when things aren't going well. But you just got to keep going and know that they do get better. Even if sometimes they get worse before they get better, they always do get better. Now we're doing a lot of bread today. I'm actually doing 2 loaves of bread. I'm using a new recipe that I found, and I'm going to be honest here. I think I share a little bit of it because the intention was to be honest. The first go around here for me, I tried to move it, and I think they hit into each other, and it made it deflate, and it just wasn't my day. And so then I tried to I just pushed it down and reshaped it and put it in, and it rose again, but it wasn't nearly as big as it's supposed to be, or even as big as it was the first time, which even was a little bit short to begin with. So I went back and was looking at the recipe, and it's supposed to make 1 loaf, and I tried to make 2, and I think that was part of my problem. So when I went back and remade it, I done 1.5 of the recipes because the first time I did it before I deflated it, it's just a little short, like literally it was a little bit shorter than what I expected a loaf of bread to be. So I figured 1.5 of the recipe would be just fine. 2 would have obviously been bigger, but 1.5 worked out really well for me. This was the first go around. I don't fault the recipe for it messing up. I think that's 100% just a me problem. So I'm going to link it down below. It is good. It is not as good as our favorite bread. I'm not going to say that it is. Our milk and honey bread from Tamara, y'all know that that's my favorite. But this uses less ingredients. It doesn't use a whole bunch of honey. Not that the other uses a ton or anything, but it doesn't use honey. And honey can be expensive, especially if you want the real deal. So, and y'all know I'm all for trying new things and trying to, you don't know if it's the best until you try the rest. Tamara's is definitely the best still, but this is okay. It's not terrible. And if I don't have honey, I would make this in a pinch. I'd happily make this again. But I'm going to make me some eggs. This is how I knew I needed bread. We have like 2 pieces of bread left at this point. And I'm trying to not buy store-bought bread this month. That's my goal. It's not buy any store-bought bread. Not that homemade saves you any money, like whatsoever. It's actually more expensive. But it's just better for me. I know it's better for us. I know exactly what's going into it. And, there's no extra preservatives like the bread we've got. It lasts a long time, and there's a reason for that. It's because of all the junk they put in it. Now, I'm not going off crunchy on you. Y'all know how I am. Christmas tree cake season is here. That's a thing. So that tells you what kind of person I am. But, little changes can make big results, or whatever the saying is. So I was making me some sausage and eggs with the rest of the bread we had, so I needed some more bread for toast the next morning, because this is my current favorite thing, is eggs with toast, and then sometimes with pumpkin butter, sometimes with not, without, whatever. And Lily is back there. She's up playing the Switch. She wanted an omelet. Might look a little brown to you, but that's how we like them around here. So I was making her omelet after I made my food, and then we'll get on with the day. It was part of my day, so I'm including it. And I saved my eggshells from my homegrown chickens. If we happen to buy some at a store, which I've not bought eggs in over a year, I don't think. Maybe I've had to, I think I had to buy them once this time. No, I didn't, because I refused to buy them. Anyways, store-bought chicken egg shells I don't save, but the homegrown ones, as we call it, I wash those, dry them, and then I use them, put them in the food processor, and I feed them back to my chickens. That's how I give them calcium, and also it works as grit if they need it. Granted, my chickens have a sand run and coop bottom, so they don't really need the grit, but they definitely need the calcium sometimes, so I mix it back into the food. So I always wash them out, rinse them out, and then I just lay them up to dry. And some people bake them. I don't got time for that. So especially if we use a ton at once, like if the whole family's eating eggs, I will rinse them out and just bake them in the oven to dry them out real quick. But if it's just 2 or 3 here or there, I will rinse them out, put them on top of a napkin and dry them out. I'm also this day making a birthday cake for my niece. She messaged me, told me she wanted a cake. That's what she got for her birthday. So we're making it. It didn't turn out super duper great. Lily thought it was cute, and my niece thought it was good. So that's all that matters. I was okay with it. Like, I wasn't mad about it. It's definitely one of my better ones, I think, that I've made lately. I just made a short of it because setting up the camera and trying to make full videos of that cake decorating, I've noticed that it makes me super anxious and it messes with it. So I just sat it up and kind of here and there took videos, and I will be sharing that as a short, I think tomorrow sometime, because I did record that for you, because I know y'all like to see it, and I love y'all and like to make y'all happy. So it's a cow print. At least 2 of them was. These 2 I done a cow print on, and then the middle layer it was a little bit thicker, and I just made it solid vanilla, and then the outside was pink and cow, because she wanted a cow print cake. And then I asked her what her favorite colors was, and she said pink or blue, and I figured you got to do pink with cow print. You could do blue too, but I wanted to do pink, so we done pink. But I don't know how the inside looked. She said it tastes good. I want to believe that she wasn't just trying to be nice. And I'm hopeful that it was cute, because I didn't get to see the inside. So there's that.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new. Me and you. Blue is the sky, like the color of your eyes. Blue is your heart. It's been like that from the start. Say you'll stay till the morning light. I'll help you through the fight. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's find something new. Me and let's leave the past behind. Walk with me down the road. There's sunshine and light. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles come hold my hand. Let's find something new. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles come hold my hand. Let's find something new, me and you.
And to go along with these kind of ugly, but they tasted just fine, hamburger buns, or just buns, we are going to do the White Castle sliders, except for they're not sliders because they're normal size buns. It's been a while since I made this, and I wanted to try to make something that Wendy really likes. You know, it's just food. It's not going to like cure the soul or anything, but it's just one of the things I like to do. We just went over this not too long ago. But I wanted to do something that I knew that she really liked, and it's been ages since we had these. So I figured this would be a good dinner. I ended up doing, I think this is well over a pound of hamburger ground beef, because Jonathan and Kim had also came over. So I hurried up and quickly thawed out another packet of hamburger, and we just doubled it up because I had to have enough to feed the whole family. But these are delicious, and I hate that I forgot about them for so long. But maybe it makes them better now that I did forget about them, because now they're back on our mind. I also went ahead and threw together some dessert, which is these puff pastry turnover bites or whatever. I done some cherry, and then the canned apples that I made, and y'all, these were some of the best apples. I could have just popped the lid on them and just ate them straight out of the jar. They was so good. I was impressed. The kids had went on a walk, so the meat got a little cool to the touch, so I'm just going to put some on the burger bun here, plane it up, and then I'm going to put the cheese on and nuke it in the microwave for like 10 or 15 seconds. It just helps everything hold together better where it is a sloppy joe type meat. You could add cheese straight to the mixture, and I'm sure that would help it kind of stick together better. But like I said, Jonathan and Kim was here, and Kim's not a huge cheese eater. She likes it, but she just doesn't, I guess she doesn't love it, and it doesn't love her. So she don't eat a ton of cheese, so obviously that wasn't an option. And typically you'll just put pickles on top of it, but I tried to just change it up a little bit. I put the cowboy candy on mine and pickles, and it was delicious. And then this is John's with some spicy banana peppers and the cowboy candy. That's my plate, because I forgot to take a picture of his plate with video. And this is what I had to make Miss Picky Lily. So everybody just had a variety of foods. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with us, and we'll see you all next time. I love you. I appreciate you. Bye, guys. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed.